I wanted to go over today just a little product highlight of the S13 cluster trim gauge pods that we offer. The S13 cluster trim from the factory has these little hand gauges here. They can be easily removed from the backside. There's just 2 screws that hold them in. And what we've done is come up with a replacement that's a gauge pod. So in the box, you'll receive a sticker and you'll receive 2 other pieces. You'll receive a vent duct delete and your gauge pod. The vent duct delete is an important part of this because if you remove the hand vent, all of a sudden you have just an open duct under the dash that's just blowing air out. So what this does is it blocks that air and helps distribute it evenly to the remaining vents you have. That just snaps on, just push it on, and that's it, it's done. The gauge pods, you set the bottom lip in first, and then you just apply pressure, you just slide it in, pop it in just like that. This is a 60 millimeter. I'm just gonna slide it in, pop it in. Okay, so we have our 60 millimeter gauge pod, 52 millimeter gauge pod installed. These do not block the factory gauges. They are easily removable and they cause no damage to the bezel where they were mounted. These panels are getting harder and harder to find, so all my solutions for mounting gauges, doing anything else, I want to make sure this is reversible with no damage left behind, because that's the last thing we need on the market is more of these out in the wild with, you know, gauge stuff screwed into them. You can go with 1 or 2, you know, if you got to run a boost gauge, if you want to run a CAN bus gauge. I know a lot of these newer standalone ECUs, Link, Haltech, they all offer a CAN bus gauge that has multiple parameter reads out. So you may only just need 1. You can run 1 or the other, you know, run a hand, you know, a vent on 1, just you have preference on left or right. It's a easy, reversible solution if you don't want to run, you know, like the full gauge screen, you know, full race car stuff or anything like that. So the bezel we're using for display purposes here, it is a used bezel. It's just something we use for mock-up. It does have blemishes. It's, you know, these gauges have not caused any damages to this. You can see these products as well as the other products we offer at breakbeatgoods.com.